welcome to my October favorites. So it is hard to believe that we are 10 months through the year. We only have 2 months left, which means I have actually now a little less than a month, actually probably only like 3 weeks. I don't know what the exact timing is, but my Asia trip is coming up really soon. So you will definitely start seeing some of that, packing, getting ready, what bags am I gonna take with me, content coming up soon. Just as, I guess because I haven't maybe told you guys necessarily, we are going to Japan, we are going to Taipei, and we are going to Singapore. So very excited about that, but it is also going to present a packing challenge because the temperature differences between Japan and Singapore are huge. So if any of you have been to those countries during this time, I mean, like Singapore, the average temperature is going to be about 85, whereas the average temperature in Japan is going to be around 55. So yeah, I'm going to kind of have to pack for 2 completely different climates, and that is going to present a challenge. So thankfully, because we're flying business class, I can, take all the check-in luggage and whatever I want. And I did get some new luggage. So I'm going to actually be doing a Quince haul coming up soon, both quite a bit of, clothing, but then in addition to that, I ordered 2 new suitcases and I'm very excited about that. So with that being said, we're gonna get into my favorites for the month of October. And yeah, I'm excited to share these things with you. So yeah, let's take a look. So we're going to start with beauty, and I might as well start with what is on my head right now, which is obviously the crown of the day, but it has also very quickly become a favorite of mine since I received it about a week and a half ago. And I have to say, I have really gravitated towards this one a lot over the last week and a half. And for me, who has a lot of crowns in my collection now, to repeatedly pick the same one several times in a row says a lot. And this is actually from a different company. So most of my crowns are from Chelsea Smith Crowns. This one is actually from a brand called Belle Tress. It is definitely a higher price point, but I actually got this one on a really good sale. So I would say the price I paid for it is much more in line with the price of Chelsea Smith crowns. But this one has, a really beautiful hairline. It just, it's very natural. The color is called Coolest Ash Brown, I think. And it's just a really, it really sort of looks like the color of my hair when I was wearing extensions, at least like kind of this last time. It's really lightweight from a density perspective. If I had to guess, it's probably, because that's the ponytail, I'm guessing it's maybe like 110% density. It's much lighter than any of my Chelsea Smith crowns. And my lightest density crown in Chelsea Smith is 120. So, but from the minute I put this on, I was like, wow, this is not a lot of hair. So if you're looking for something really realistic, I would highly recommend this one. This, I believe the style is called Milano. I will have it linked below if it still is available. This is, I think, from a little bit of an older collection from Belle Tress, but it's obviously, like I said, it's still around. So I'll find a couple different retailers that sell it, but I like it. It does have a set left hand monofilament part. There's a little bit of space to kind of play with the parting, but in general, it's more of a left side. You could kind of shift it if you wanted it to be more, but it just has these kind of side swept kind of curtain bangs and just, some light layers, but just really natural looking. And I, like I said, have just loved it. So sticking on the hair train, and I will be doing an entire video. It will probably be over on my other channel, just because it ties in more with my weight loss journey, about my hair loss and when it started, you know, why it happened, what I'm doing to combat it, what I'm doing to help regrow my hair, all of those things. But one of the products that I am using, which is definitely a favorite, and so I'm going to include it here, is this Divi hair serum. So yeah, scalp serum. So it's basically, it says revitalize and detoxify. Essentially how I use it is every night I take a scalp massage thingy and rub all around my hair, you know, my scalp, and get the blood flowing and all that kind of thing. And then I take one dropper full of this and, you know, just run it along my scalp lines or whatever, and then massage it in. The nice thing about this oil is it's super, super lightweight, and it doesn't impact the texture of your hair. So a lot of hair oils you can really only use if you're going to wash your hair like the next day, because it's going to make your hair feel greasy. The consistency is almost like water. So it's really, really lightweight. It smells amazing. It smells kind of like rosemary and mint, kind of, I think, like eucalyptus. And yeah, I just love it. I'm actually on my second bottle of this. I definitely think that it's been helping. But like I said, I'll talk about that over on my other channel, but this is definitely a favorite for October. All right, my last beauty favorite is a sort of rediscovery in my collection, and that is the Tom Ford Eye Color Quad in the shade, or in the quad shades of Insolent Rose. So it comes in a package like this, and yes, there are many fingerprints on there, but let me open it up for you and I will show you what the colors look like. You can definitely see these have gotten quite a bit of use. And I was heavily influenced to buy this palette originally, and it's probably been maybe 2 years already now that I've owned this, by Dale from Dale's Addiction. And I'm sure many of you were also influenced by this based on her use and recommendation as well. But, you know, I have quite a few eyeshadow palettes in my collection, and this one, it just kind of, it wasn't that it got pushed to the back, because all my eyeshadow palettes are kind of up front in the drawer, but I don't know, I just really hadn't been reaching for it at all. And then lately, because I've really been trying to do more eyeshadow looks, although I say that and I don't have an eyeshadow look on today, I just have mascara. But in general, I have been trying when I've been filming, especially because I'm doing some more TikToks regarding, like, on my A Little Less Lisa TikTok channel. And so I really try to kind of do up my eyes, because it helps with the crowns. And anyway, but yeah, I just, like I said, I love this. It's really user-friendly. It's only 4 shades, and it's got, you know, pretty much everything you need to build a good eye look. You know, I basically use this in, you know, as kind of a transition shade. I'll use this dark one here as the kind of outer corner and crease shade. I'll put this metallic, or sort of, it's not really metallic, I would say it's a shimmer shade on, you know, the majority of the lid. And then I'll use a little bit of this up by the brow bone, and, you know, use a blending brush and blend it all together, and you're done. I mean, it's a super easy eye look, and I love it. So I will definitely, once again, thank Dale for her recommendation on this. But yeah, it's a great palette, and I will definitely link it below, and I'll link it from Sephora, because right now the Sephora sale is going on, so you can save some money on it. Let's move into the clothing section. I have 3 items of clothing that I want to share, and they are all pretty budget friendly. 2 of the 3 are very budget friendly, I would say, and then the third one is, I would say, like kind of mid range maybe for what it is. I don't know. The brand, I would say, is more kind of mid, like maybe around the kind of the Reese, I don't know, that kind of range. But anyway, let's start with some of the budget friendly ones. And the first one is one that is a different version of one of my favorite t-shirts that I have raved about for probably over a year with you guys, and I know a ton of you have bought them too. And that is the H&M microfiber tee, which is very similar to a Skims t-shirt. And I had them, and I still have them in short sleeve, and I've just been buying them in smaller sizes now. And I love those, but I thought, you know, I'd really like a long sleeve version, and they do a long sleeve version. So here, sorry about the wrinkles, it just came out of the wash. And I do wash and dry these, by the way. I do not hang them to dry. I don't baby them whatsoever, but I have them in white. I have it in like a kind of a beigey, almost like a linen kind of color. And then I have black, and I think I also have gray in the long sleeve. So it's literally the exact same shirt as the short sleeve one. I think I have one that still has a tag on it, and I can't remember. I think they're $14.99 versus the short sleeve ones are like $9.99. So they're really, really budget friendly, and it's just a perfect layering piece under anything from what I'm about to show you. Actually, both of these other pieces, you know, so blazer, cardigan, just layering it under maybe a crew neck sweater and just having it kind of peep out of the top. That's one of the reasons why I really like these, is it's a pretty high neck. Don't get me wrong, you're not going to feel strangled or anything in it, but it's just, you know, some crew necks are kind of loose and they sort of like maybe kind of sit around here. This really sits at the base of the throat, and so you know, if you have a little bit of a wider neck sweater than a crew neck sweater, or obviously a V-neck sweater, it shows really nicely there. So like I said, perfect layering piece in my mind and super cheap. So the next favorite is one that I got at some point, maybe in September, I think, and that is I am not going to remember the name of the style, but it obviously will be linked below. I had this same like lady style cardigan in a cream, you know, before I lost weight. I think Morgan actually took that one from me, but this is a staple for Sezanne. I'm sorry, I haven't even told you. This is from Sezanne. So like I said, it's a little bit of a higher price point, you know, for maybe this type of item, but I have to say the quality is amazing on these. I kind of think they're worth the price. I want to say it was maybe $125, $145, something like that. But you guys, I could not say no to this animal print. It is the best. And I will, you know, obviously pop up pictures here of me wearing some of these things as I'm talking about them, but it's fantastic. I love, like I said, the weight. It does have these two pockets on, you know, the chest, but you don't necessarily really notice it, especially on this one. I think it kind of all fades together, and it's got these tortoise shell buttons, as you can see. And there's tons of ways to wear this, guys. You can wear it, you know, buttoned all the way up as a shirt. You can wear it with different combinations of buttons, unbuttoned. So if you want to kind of do that Katie Holmes kind of look of, you know, just kind of two right in the bust area and all the rest kind of open on the bottom and open on the top, you could do that. You can wear it completely open and wear that. I just threw it over on my bed, so now I don't have it, but you know, take that black H&M long sleeve microfiber tee and throw this under it and wear it completely open as a jacket. I mean, super versatile. They obviously come in solids. Like I said, I had the cream one. They have it in black, they have it in navy, they have it in all the kind of basic colors. They also have it in like a cream with I think a navy stripe, which is really beautiful. Could definitely see, but I have something sort of similar from Amazon, and I already have that, so I don't kind of need to duplicate, but I just thought this one was absolutely worth the price and really well made, and highly recommend. So the last clothing item is kind of loosely based on a Veronica Beard jacket that I tried on during the anniversary sale at Nordstrom. And if I have video of it, if I have a clip of it, I will pop it up here. So you guys know I love Veronica Beard. I tried on the kind of houndstoothy, tweedy looking one that was more kind of in a brown family. And then I also tried on this, I think it was double-breasted maybe in that one. I can't remember now. Like I said, hopefully I've got pictures that I'm showing here. If not, I'll certainly at least look it up on the website so I can describe it or know correctly. But anyway, it was a faux croc, you know, so a croc embossed faux leather jacket. And I really, really liked it. And when I showed it in the, you know, try on in the dressing room video, a lot of you guys were like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. You should get that. And I did really, really like it. And I thought about getting it, but it just wasn't the right brown color tone for me. It had a lot of yellow undertone to it, and that does not do well with my skin tone. I mean, I'm wearing a pretty standard kind of chocolate brown here, and that definitely is better for my skin tone. I lean cooler. So anyway, I saw during the whatever the last Amazon days were, you guys, it seems like they have Prime days now like every 3 months, right? It used to just be in the summer right around the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and well, like I said, they just had to have it every 3 months, and you know, now we're going to get into the cyber stuff and Black Friday and whatever. Anyway, so during the last one, I picked up this blazer from the drop. It is, as you can see, again, a mock Croc on a faux leather in this beautiful, beautiful chocolate brown. And I'll pop a picture here up of me wearing it. And I just thought that this was such a great alternative to that Veronica Beard blazer. First of all, at the current probably price of the, or the full price of the Veronica Beard blazer, this is about a tenth of the price. I want to say this was around like 60 some odd dollars, or at least it was when I bought it on that Prime whatever day is. So it might be maybe a little bit more than that, but I think totally worth it. I think it's really, really well made. I just think if you are looking for something like this and you don't want to go and drop $500, $600, $700, even on a faux leather blazer, I think this is a fantastic option. It does have a vent in the back here, as you can see, and obviously just a single breasted jacket, but I am loving wearing this with like a charcoal gray. Brown and gray to me is life right now. I just love that combination. I think it's super chic. It's different. It's not what you see coming and going, and I just think it looks amazing. So again, this is from the drop from Amazon. I have mine in a size small, and yeah, I just think especially for the price, it's amazing. Okay, we're going to talk about 2 pair of shoes, and then we're going to talk about 2 bags, and that will wrap up the 10 of my favorites from October. First pair of shoes, pretty budget friendly, I would say. And like I said, I have always been a huge fan of animal print. And so I am tickled pink that leopard print is back in style. To me, it was never out of style. But anyway, and I am talking about these kitten heel boots, ankle booties from Steve Madden. I want to say these were maybe around $100, $120. Nothing major, but anytime I'm wearing brown and black, especially in a combination, this is my go-to. Like, it is just default, this is my shoe. And they are so comfortable, you guys. I have walked miles in the city in these boots and have had no problems. They are like a pony hair. I'll bring them up here so you can hopefully kind of see the texture. You can see I have walked a lot. There is definitely wear on the bottom here. I mean, not wear like in a bad way, but you can definitely see I have worn these shoes. Just like I said, super comfortable. They have honestly just been an automatic pick kind of anytime I'm looking for sort of a brown or neutral shoe. And even when I'm wearing all black, this is sort of a fun little pop, a little bit unexpected. I could just throw on a black bootie or whatever, but hey, let's make it fun with the animal print. Now, the second pair of shoes I would not say are super budget friendly, and those are my Roger Vivier loafers that I got. And you guys, these are so incredibly comfortable. So as a little reminder, when I was at Saks trying on the Roger Vivier boots, another sales associate walked by, commented on the boots and said, "Oh my gosh, have you tried on the loafers? I love them. I wear them constantly." And when a sales associate who is on their feet for probably 8 hours a day tells you that a pair of shoes is comfortable and that she can wear them to work like that, you pay attention. And she was not lying. These shoes I have literally worn for hours and walking around the city and doing all the things. Now, honestly, you can't really even see that much wear because they do have a rubber sole, so you don't notice wear on them as much as like you did on those other boots. But I mean, I could probably throw up 10 different outfit pics of me in these shoes. I just love them. And what I really love about this buckle is it technically is gold, but it's really more of a champagne gold. So even if I'm wearing something with silver buttons, this goes, because this buckle is really almost a chameleon to me. It really sort of changes, and it doesn't look like I'm mixing metals, honestly, if I'm wearing, like I said, silver buttons or something. It just, they're amazing. And like I said, they are super comfortable. They are so classic. You know, they've got, I mean, I would say a pretty classic footbed. It's, you know, it's not super chunky. It's not super thin either. So I wouldn't say, you know, it's like, you know, if you guys are my age, you remember the Bass-Weegens that we used to wear, the penny loafers, you know, and we'd actually put the penny in there. Those were a pretty minimal sole. So, you know, I would say these are kind of a happy medium, but they're just a classic shoe. But I think because of this buckle, they're also kind of edgy. So, you know, I can wear them with a moto jacket and I don't think that it looks out of character. They're just amazing. I am so glad that I invested in these. Yes, they are an investment. I want to say they're around $1,000, maybe $1,100, something like that. But I have already gotten a huge amount of cost per wear on these shoes. I will tell you that I did go down. I'm going to say that, and then again, I think maybe it's just that my feet have shrunken a little from losing weight, because I did go down to a 38 in these. Like I said, I always used to be typically a 38.5, especially in like luxury designer shoes. You know, definitely try them on, but I would say if you're in between sizes, I would probably recommend going down half of the size, because, you know, these have now even stretched out a little bit, and, you know, they're loose. I wouldn't say that they're, you know, my heel isn't slipping out the back, which is what they were definitely doing in the 38.5. But, you know, just like I said, take that for what it's worth, and you may need to go down half a size, is my point. And finally, let's talk about two handbags that have, like I said, been worn on repeat. The one I'm going to show you now, actually, I have been wearing for like the past 4 or 5 days in a row. It's just gone with all the outfits that I had. And when I was packing, when we were going on our little, you know, what turned out to be a little more of extensive stay in New Jersey, this was the bag I, you know, was taking. And so I kind of coordinated my outfits around it. But even so, it's just an amazing bag, and it's not going to surprise you because you guys know that I absolutely love, and it's all my top favorites, in the other color that I have in this bag, and it is my burgundy Loewe Puzzle Bag in the small size that I got in Spain. So let me zip that up so you guys can see what it looks like. It is stuffed right now and has, you know, all the stuff in it, so it's not gonna kind of puddle for you. And I will say this is definitely, like I said, a stiffer leather than my sand one, because that is a pebbled leather, which this is more of a kind of a grained, I think they call it grained calfskin. It's definitely a little stiffer. It's going to take this one a while to kind of get that, the smush factor that I like. But oh, you guys, this burgundy is just absolutely gorgeous. And what I love about it is in certain lights, it takes on more of a brown tone. So, I mean, you can definitely see the difference. You know, my sweater is 100% brown. You can definitely see the difference here. But when I'm wearing something that's not quite so brown, sometimes this bag does give off a brown tone to it. And I'm here for that. Like, that's awesome to me. So you guys know how much I love the puzzle, and this was an amazing buy in Spain when I was there with my mom in the late spring, kind of early summer. I got a great price on it because I was in Spain and I got the bat back, and you know, this is a Spanish brand, so all of that, it was just fantastic. And it is now fall, and it is, like I said, fast become a favorite. And my last handbag favorite has actually probably been a favorite in previous months as well. I just couldn't say it to you guys because I hadn't shown you the unboxing video. So I am now officially going to say that the Dior Saddle Bag in the newsprint is 100% a favorite. And like I said, has been a favorite in other months. I just couldn't say anything. So this is fantastic, and thank you. I had several subscribers tell me when I was kind of futzing with the top handle that's on this to tell me that their sales associate told them that you can just tuck that strap in. So as you can see here, I have it tucked in. Well, I mean, obviously everything now is on top of it, but yeah, it works perfectly. I wore it that way yesterday, and oh my gosh, game changer. Thank you so much to, like I said, there were several of you who made that comment and that suggestion. So thank you to all of you who did, because it works fantastically. And yeah, it's just great. You just clip it onto the D's. You do pull this out a little bit more. I have sort of the D's kind of shoved in here because I was storing it. But you know, it's got the back pocket here. My phone fits perfectly in there. And it's just, you guys, I have had such an amazing bag year, and I have not bought that many bags, but I cannot wait to talk about this year and the bags that I have bought and how I'm feeling and all of that when we get into 2025. But this is just such an incredibly special bag. If you are in the UK and you want this bag, please go and look on the website. It is my understanding, again, from several other, subscribers in the comments, that this bag is still on the UK website. I knew it was on the UK website like back in August because Deb from Wild Unfiltered had told me that, because she was kind of considering the bag. And so that's one of the reasons why I wore the bag to our get together at Bergdorf's that day. And I don't know if some of you remember, but when Amelia and Deb were doing their vlogs, they were trying on a newsprint saddlebag, and both of them were like, yeah, but this one wasn't available, blah, 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 but whatever. That's because it was mine and they knew I hadn't revealed it yet. So they were great accomplices in keeping my secret. So I appreciate you both for not giving away my secret. But now the cat is out of the bag and I can just, I'm so excited to share outfit pics with you guys for this, because I've taken some and I just haven't posted them because, again, I hadn't revealed it yet. So anyway, if you are able to get your hands on this bag somehow, some way, I would 1000% recommend it. And it's just, it just makes my heart happy. Oh, and one more thing about that saddle bag, my mom saw it while my mom's had some surgery, and so she's staying with us. And so I wore it the other day and she saw it. And you guys know, when I did my Spain vlogs, I mentioned my mom is not into luxury at all. Like, she could care less and probably thinks that I, am insane for spending any kind of money, although she doesn't probably have exactly an idea of how much they are. But regardless, she saw that bag and she's like, okay, that's a really cool bag. So, that says a lot, I think. Anyway, all right, so that is it. Those were my 10 top favorites for the month of October, which was the 10th month. So 10 for 10, that's awesome. And yeah, I'm thrilled with everything that I was loving last month. Let me know in the comments below, what were you loving last month? I would love for you to share those. If you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up. It does help, push the video out into the algorithm and other people that might be interested. So I would appreciate that. And if you're here and you've been here for a little while and you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you part of this amazing, amazing community. And if you haven't had enough of me quite yet and you want to keep watching some videos, there'll be another one over here in the corner that YouTube thinks is perfect for you to watch next. And wherever you are, I hope you're having an amazing day or evening, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.